Today we are reviewing fourth episode of new TV franchise movies Alien Earth, and fourth episode is very specific because this is the first episode when we see cracks in whole story of Alien Earth, and the main issue of the story, but also the concept, the bad or even, let's say, bad weak concept which will be destroying this series through other episodes is the case of Wendy, because Wendy now in fourth episode we see that she's able to somehow communicate with aliens, with this specific because we have five different species gathered by Prodigy Corporation, but one of them is I don't know even if they call it alien, but this is the aliens which we know from previous movies, and she's able to communicate with him, with him, and even in a way create a bond to the point that she will be able later in later episodes give the alien commands or some kinds of orders even. And this is a completely let's just simple put it, bad idea, because we know from the first Alien that this species, we didn't even know if this species is just a flora or fauna and flora of the universe of Alien, or is this a thing like a biological weapon invented by, for example, engineers. We have this idea from Prometheus and then from Alien Covenant, but we are still not sure. We are still not sure how aliens were created, and if aliens are just another very voracious predatory species of animals, or is this a biological weapon created in the laboratories of engineers, for example, because in Prometheus we saw this very advanced race called space jockeys or engineers, and even in first episode we see some kind of an armor or a silhouette or a suit of a different kind of race on this derelict spaceship when Nostromo team landed, where Nostromo team landed. So we assume that this advanced civilization may be created aliens, or maybe just have the containers or spaceships to contaminate them and to transfer them and transport them to other planets. But these are just our assumptions. We don't know it for sure. But here, the creators of Alien Earth decided that Wendy will be able to communicate with alien race, so with the most predatory and the most dangerous race of known galaxy of alien universe, and this is a completely whack idea, a completely infantile idea, because it gives the notion that aliens can be somehow controlled by humans, or even controlled just by some kind of a girl. Okay, it's a special girl with robotic body and so on, but we know from second Aliens, when Burke ordered some family from Hadley's Hope to find and search another time this vessel, and even a whole colony was evaporated by aliens, and even though they put out two facehuggers from living humans, killing those humans, and they studied the facehuggers, they still weren't able to contaminate the dangers of and the threat of alien race. And in Alien Resurrection we even have a farther future when even they were able to clone replay, but they still weren't able because they even have special division of scientists and they even successfully created a mother of aliens, but nevertheless they weren't able to use them as a weapon, as some kind of an asset, as a leverage against other corporations or other races in the galaxy. So we see that this concept of controlling those aliens always hurts those who want to control them. So this is a hubris of human race, that they want to try to understand and control and order something which is above their comprehension. And here a random girl, 12 years old, with a robotic body, somehow know the language of aliens or some kind of sounds, and now alien is responding to her. So this is because in earlier episodes, when for example she heard the voices, okay, so she's in a way attuned to the language or to the voices of animals, like different animals communicate with each other with not with the language but with specific voices. So okay, so this ability could be useful because she for example can sense them or where they are approximately. But the thing that they go further with this, and she's now able to communicate or even talk with alien and give him or it the commands, it destroys the concept of alien universe. Because unfortunately for us, Alien Earth, after 4th episode we will have 5th episode, which is probably the best from entire series, because it is a story what happened on the Maginot spaceship. But the issue with Wendy here is destroying the adulthood of alien universe and alien ideas. It destroys them to the point that it is another slasher, gore, science fiction movie. Like Space Troopers, but Space Troopers had a hidden meaning. And here we have just the alien universe is without God, without metaphysical emotions. And by putting those children in this Neverland story, like Peter Pan and Lost Boys and Wendy in a story and then in movies, they create something completely out of touch with the climate of alien Earth. And now they are going farther than that. Accidentally, the main protagonists, Wendy, is able to hear and talk with the alien. And alien is uncontrollable. They only hear the voices of the queens, and even sometimes they can hurt or kill themselves or kill the queen. So the controlling them and the concept of communicating with them and giving them orders is out of touch with the alien universe reality. Because alien only breed, reproduce and spread. So these are its three main commands and understandings of its own life. And now they are creating a pet from alien, because unfortunately right now I have watched all episodes. We have on Disney all 8, and this is the problem, that the alien have become a pet to Wendy and a pet to other lost boys and girls. So completely obliterating strange, wacky idea, concept without any good explanation. because for example we have a game called StarCraft, and there is a race of Zergs, and one of those Zergs are hydraulics, and they are similar to with behavior and with look to the alien species, but there they for example used special beacons or psionic powers to lure them to location, or to lure them to where you want to lure them, but still they weren't able to control them. Kerrigan, as a human officer, had a psionic powers, and then she transformed into Zerg, so she could control the Zerg, because she was the queen of them after Overmind was destroyed. But it is different case. And even Kerrigan controlled them in a very simple way. So for example, kill it, not kill it, wait, not wait, go there, not go there, destroy, not destroy. Only very simple specific orders and nothing above that. And here we have a concept that alien not only can be controlled somehow, but the alien understands the human physics, feelings, emotions. The good example is her brother, that her brother is telling her, Wendy, they are monsters, they are killers, they are predators, nothing else matters in this race. And she behaves in a wacky way, because she believes that they have the purpose and the meaning to live. And for example, this concept could be good, yes, that for example, for her as an android, as a human in fake android electrical body, this concept can be to some extent reasonable, but only for her and for those hybrids with her, with those children. But the concept that they can in a way control aliens to use them to their own agenda and to their own because at the end of 8 episodes, Yutani Corporation is interviewing, and the kids are overwhelming the workers of the Prodigy Corporation, and they rule this small island of Neverland. And now there will be probably a war, some kind of a conflict between Yutani Corporation forces wanted to get back their specimens, and Wendy and her crew. But with aliens as their allies and their pets, it's completely unbelievable idea. Because, for example, we have a farther future, let's say Alien Resurrection, when they knew a lot more about aliens, about how they breed, that they have body with acid, that the contamination fields and generators and other metal parts needs to be protected against and be immune to this acid, and still aliens managed to get away and kill everyone. So we see that that the alien is a way some kind of an unknown forbidden evil that even engineers, because when the Nostromo crew landed, we saw an engineer, this benevolent, enigmatic figure with some kind of probably armor, and even from this gigantic humanoid, a facehugger and alien probably pop out, because we saw a hole in engineer's body. So we see that even the most advanced races, maybe even the race who created, let's say, humans, like it is set in Prometheus and in Alien Covenant, that the most advanced race of entire civilization, of entire alien universe, weren't able to control aliens. They were just too unpredictable to be controlled, and too predatory to understand simple concept of order, of of some kind of hearing and listening. And here Wendy is doing this, this stupid thing with her lips, and she is able to some kind attune to alien wherever and how far he is. And why the alien should, because for example, okay, she can hear him and give him some kind of orders, exclamation mark, but it as alien probably could not even hear her, could not even understand what she's saying, what she's communicating to him. He would probably just kill her when he meet her, or he would abandon her if she was too strong for him. So this is the fourth episode, because we have other plots also on this specific episode, but I think that this is the most important one, because it is telling us that the story of Alien Earth is becoming a very banal story. And for example, Angry Joe was extremely positive about this universe, about Alien Earth, and even his fans were critically about his posture to, and his reviews, very good reviews, very high scored reviews to Alien Earth episodes, and even he looked at fourth episodes, and then fifth was very good, so he also thought that it was very good. But since sixth episode, everything is worse and worse. But in fourth episodes, we can see one specific reason why someone, the creator of Aliens, would create such bizarre idea, because it's goofy, unrealistic idea that the aliens can hear, can communicate with each other, and they can understand some kind of commands or gestures. They are monsters in a way. They are monsters, and whoever wants to control them, if it's a good organization, bad organization, good people, bad people, for aliens it doesn't matter. They only need to find hosts, reproduce, and spread. This is the main reason of their existence. So this is important to say, that we are even not sure if they are animals or they are a specific biological weapon created and produced by some kind of advanced civilization. And we even don't know if this civilization succeeded, or if, for example, aliens obliterated this civilization of, let's say, space jockeys or engineers. So yeah, so I see that. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about this idea? What else can we say about this specific episode? But for me, since fourth episode, we see really bad signs how it will end. And unfortunately for us, right now the last episode have been published, and we know that this concept completely destroyed the terrifying aspect of alien race, the horrific alien aspect of alien behavior. How we feared alien in Alien 1 and Alien 2 here is completely gone. Even in Alien Resurrection, for example, aliens were very good swimmers, and we have this very famous scene in when they are, all of them need to pass by in a sunken room, and aliens are swimming, and they are even evading projectiles shoot from the weapons, and one of the characters is catched by them. It was really terrifying when, for example, one alien in Alien Resurrection jumped really far away from the water to the top of the ladder. It shows that they can really be cunning, they can really be have great agility, not only strength, not only speed, but for example ability to use different tactics and different maneuvers to kill their prey. But here we only see that Alien will be a pet to Wendy and Lost Boys and Lost Girls, and now they have won Prodigy, and now they will be fighting with another bad corporation, Yutani. Very dumb idea. Let me know in the comments what do you think about this specific fourth episode of Alien Earth.